Figma quietly just dropped one of the biggest updates since auto layout without even making so much noise about it. Now this update will help you design 10 times faster. It will also help you design responsive mobile and web applications easier than ever with things like fractional unit and also the ability for your grids to hug. So in this video I'll be telling you all that was announced, how to use them in your design system, some of the units and the little things that will help you take advantage of this grid system more than anything you've used in Figma. So let's dive right into Figma and get started. So the first update is that the grid system now supports hugs behavior. And if you don't know what this is, it's almost like when you have an auto layout. Let's say you have a text here and you make that an auto layout by pressing Shift A. If you look at the panel here, you have the ability to either hug or fix. And if it's hug, as this content expands, so does the auto layout expand. Now this wasn't there in grid before, but now with grids you also have that capability to use hug, and this is applied by default. Now I have this example here with almost different images. I've already gone here and you can see I've set up a 3x3 grid, and that's what I want for the properties. Now I'm going to also make sure that I've copied all of this. I can just Ctrl+C, go to my frame and paste. Once you've pasted your image and you're taking everything, you want to now go and look at the new grid property that Figma has available to you. Now, if you just hover slightly along that grid, you can see this dot, and by clicking on it, this new column here appears on the right that tells you all of your columns and rows and the properties you can do. Now, if you want to build this and make it very responsive, I want you to set them to fill the container as it expands. Is it fill? Yeah. Fill the container as it expands. And we also want this to fill the container as it expand. And what that does is now when you expand this image, it expands with the picture length. I don't know why my pictures are not expanding fully. Oh, I see. Let me set them all to fill. 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 Perfect. So now what that does is that as you expand your grid, your image expands with it. This wasn't possible before, but now what this does is that you can put this into your web system, you can put this into your website, and you can have a very responsive grid, just like that. Now, one of the other things you can do is you can set different specific widths and columns and fractional units for your Figma, which is what I'll be telling you next. Fractional units are just a way for you to select the exact amount of space that you want a particular element to work. Now this is something that came from the CSS realm, but I'm so happy right now it's also in the design realm. And as you can see here, I've set some fractional unit. The first one is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What this means is that it will take 6 of the space, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you can see, depending, and it doesn't matter how you expand this, it keeps to that fractional unit. Now you can also go here into your grid panel and adjust how you want that to take, how many spaces you want that to take. Like if I change this from 6 to 2, automatically it shrinks and the rest just expands. So fractional units will help you a lot, especially when you're building different kind of grids with different kind of stretch. If you want just the last element to take up most of the space, you can set that to 5 and everything adjusts along. Your engineers are going to love you because this is how they build things on the web. So now let's go over some of the errors you're going to most likely encounter, which are some of the things I struggled with while I was trying to master this new grid system to make this video. If you do build a grid and you notice that for some reason as you're expanding, it's not expanding with you, there are two things you need to check out for. First, you need to check the individual elements you have put in and ensure that their width are set to fill container. If you're already a designer here and you know how auto layout works, if it's set to fill, it expands as the container expands. If you want to get more creative, you can just always go back to the grid column here. This will give you an idea of everything you're seeing at a glance. Why you can use this and why it is so useful is that you can now add more columns and add more rows automatically. And the good part is that that allows you now to bring in more images and more pictures. So when you're doing a review and you wanted maybe like a 3x3 grid, but instead now you've gone for the review and now they say, oh, we want a 4x4 grid. Instead of you to start building the entire system all from the scratch, this is already done for you and it is still very much responsive. Now, the grid system will help you speed up your design flow, and I just had to make this video to show you some of the things you need to do to get started with grid. If you try this feature out and you find any issue or do not understand any part of this video, just leave a comment and I'll do a follow-up video after that for it. Also, if you want some dedicated examples, just put in your complaints or the issues you're having a challenge with in the comment section, and I'll get some time to do it and make that for you. If this video has been helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. That's the only way you can support this channel and help us keep learning and growing in our design roles together. So that'll be it for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace and take care of yourself. Bye.